Did it work? Are we live? Okay, hi.
I think we're live. Hi.
We've already had one good cackle. We're doing great. I guess it's karma for getting on the internet streets to talk about our best friend behind her back.
Tiny cackle.
Tiny cackle. Shall we introduce ourselves just in case people don't know what they're getting into?
If you do not know who we are by now, let me help you. I am Marisa Olthoff. I write sci-fi fantasy. I cackle an insane amount with this chick here and with our missing feral lady, Kacey Ezell. So weird that she's not here right now.
So strange.
Yeah.
What is delightful is now we just get to talk about her on the internet streets. So I keep joking. We're going to talk about her behind her back to her face on the internet. And secretly, to be fair, she knows we're doing this. Like, we did check this by her first. Secret. We're just secrets. Hello. I think this is Daniel.
I think it's Daniel. Yeah.
Hey. Hi. Thanks for joining us. Yes. We're just here to be chaotic on the internet, as usual. That's how we do. Yes. So, hi, I'm Marisa Wolf. I don't know if you could tell that from the name at the bottom of my screen. I write science fiction and fantasy that ends in hope, which is no guarantee of how the circumstances will be along the way. Just fair warning. And what we're here. Hello, Howard. Welcome.
Hi.
So what we are here to talk about today is not just the fabulousness of Kacey Ezell, who's one of our favorite persons in the whole world. But we're also here because this amazingness came out yesterday.
Yeah, it did. Book birthday. Let's go.
Look how pretty it is.
I'm sad.
I am so sad, Melissa.
I am sad because while I have this awesome poster right here with all these cool little swishy arrows, I don't have my copy. Kacey is holding it hostage. It's making me really sad. But whoever is watching us be dumbasses on the internet,
you
can get your own copy because it went live as of yesterday.
And anywhere books are sold. So Barnes & Noble, cool. Books A Million, awesome. Your favorite local indie, heck yeah. Wherever you want.
Yeah.
That river that sells things, that one. You go buy that book anywhere in any format you like. That's not true. You get two formats. You get ebook or hardcover, but there will in fact be an audio. So if you're like an earhole person,
stand by
for you. Yeah, stand by. It's coming. Don't stand by. Get yourself a trophy copy in advance.
Put it
and then when
yeah,
because again,
it's so pretty.
Look, it's so beautiful.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh. So should we talk about Kacey first or should we talk about the book first, Melissa?
I say Howard Kacey first.
Okay, I was gonna say Howard and Daniel, you can vote, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Please vote.
Yeah. She's a jerk.
Why is she a jerk?
Because number the first, this book is so good. She's a jerk. It's so good that I immediately want book 2. And Homegirl is sending us snippets of book 2. I'm not going to lie. My weight is going to be less than yours, but
it is.
That's the perks of this. However, I told her I can't keep reading book 2 every time she sends it because there's just not enough. And I have coined a term. I am sure I'm the only one who's ever put these words together. Ever. And I don't think they'll be flagged by the internet. So I'm just going to say it. It's literary edging, you guys. Like, it gets really exciting. And then, she had to like go to bed or live her life or some other nonsense.
Rude.
So she had to stop writing for a minute. So I have to wait. But she's a jerk because this book, like, you're going to start reading it and you might have sleep or kids or responsibilities, but are you going to remember them?
Nope.
Unclear.
Could tell you right now, the answer is probably no. I mean, definitely go to your day jobs.
Yeah, don't get fired.
Sacrifice sleep. You don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Kacey is a jerk because she makes me cry every time she writes something, and she takes like a lot of joy in that. Yeah. Just jerkitude. Also, like, she combos the super talented and super hardworking, like, leave some skills for the rest of us. What's wrong with you?
Right? I mean, the amount of times she has made me cry.
Oh, girl.
Like,
Not as a human, BT dubs, for
no,
writing. Just we
not
should
as a
probably
human.
clarify. This is
Would
all
never.
very tongue in cheek.
Yes. She would never make me cry in real life. In fact, I'm pretty sure that if anybody did make me cry in real life, Nick Steverson, that she would 100% no.
Right. Oh, look what perfect timing.
I
One,
know.
hi
It's
Charlie.
like
Thank
I
you for
summoned
joining.
him.
Thanks for joining our
Hi,
nonsense. And then
Charlie.
the evil tween. The evil tween? Twin. Although he is a little bit like a tween sometimes. I don't know. Sorry. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
The evil twin was summoned. Man. So
We're doing so great.
we're doing so great. It's great. So we have both known Kacey for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Kacey is one of my oldest friends.
Mhm.
So let me back up. There is girl Kacey, Kacey Ezell, and there is boy Kacey,
Sorry.
Kacey
This
Moore.
isn't for you, Melissa, just so you know. This is
I
just
know. I
just
know.
a really itchy nose.
It's, allergies are terrible this time of
They're
year.
so bad. Like just
Mhm.
right up my nose,
Weird.
just right there.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
Sorry, yes. Boy
I mean,
Kacey, girl
good
Kacey. Those those
I'm
are
ignoring a specific comment. To be clear, the rest of you are great.
Mhm, mhm.
So, boy
Yeah.
Kacey is my oldest friend. Not that he's old, but time math wise, he is my oldest friend. And
I'm sorry, interrupting you again because he's like, I would have gotten away with it too if these crazy kids weren't live. I don't know.
wow, Nick, I even told you. Oh my
That
god.
was amazing. I love everything that just happened. I love it. Okay.
Way to go, Nick. Way to go.
Boy Kacey, one of your oldest friends. You'll get through this story sometime before the 8 o'clock hour. It's gonna be great.
It's so great. It's
Yeah.
so great. Long story short. Through boy Kacey, I met girl Kacey, who is freaking awesome. And then we deployed to Iraq together when we had no idea this was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
And then we were just friends on and off for years until boy Kacey was like, hey, Melissa, you should write. And then I'm like, girl Kacey. And it was this whole wonderful reunion thing. And now, like, we've been friends for time math years, which is ridiculous. Like, a giant chunk of my life. And then Marisa, you've known her even longer, I think.
I'm not sure. It's probably around the same time, I would imagine. But Kacey and I were friends. We were internet acquaintances. And then we were internet friends. And then we met in real life and neither of us murdered each other. Which is a great sign when you move from internet friend to real life friend, when nobody is murdered. We'd love that for us. Then
No ghosts. Hashtag no ghosts.
we'll put it this way. When I met her, the eldest daughter of hers that I am going to celebrate this weekend upon her graduation from college, which Kacey has talked about, so I think that is fair to say. Was like this. She was all eyeballs. She was a very tiny girl, and she just had giant eyes, and she was so cute. Not like a weird alien, like super cute. And now she's like grown ass woman who's about to like go serve the country and stuff. So time math goes. But so Kacey and I have been writing together since we were in our 20s, I think. So we are no longer in that decade or the next one. So it's been several decades. We are several decades past. Doing great over here. But so Kacey is one of those people that, so people probably know this if you're here for Feral Ladies, but in case you are catching this on the internet streets and you don't know, Kacey and I wrote fan fiction together for Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern for a long time. And she was one of those people, even over the internet, that I was like, this chick is cool. Like, I want to spend more time with her, even just here on these internet streets. She was so much fun to write with. I was always looking for excuses. I would sometimes create characters as bait for her to come write with me. I think I've told her that. If not, surprise. But I totally was like, you know who will totally want to write with this character? Kacey. And often I was right, which was great. So my secret plan worked to make her my friend. And now she's stuck with me for the rest of her life.
Forever.
Yeah, because we just like ride or die over here. But yeah, she's cool and she's good at writing and she gets better all the time, which is some nonsense. I would like to say.
I would also like to point out that not only is she like amazingly talented and hardworking, she has this not unique, but she has this ability to just manifest shit into like existence. I'm going to be a published author. I'm going to make this happen. And she did. And she did just do that. She dragged a whole bunch of us with her.
We have a whole podcast about it. You should go to, there's a YouTube channel, Kacey Ezell Writer Life. There is a 2-part episode, if I remember correctly, in which all of us who are now professional authors because of Kacey Ezell, and Kacey will also tell you, she also got published in part because of the power of friendship,
Right.
and just like, right time, right place, right things. But also just, I think we're 10 minutes in, so this BS nonsense. Yes, you have, Nick. You've known her so much longer.
Totally.
That's the tone you get now, little brother. You're right. That's right. I save all my condensation. No, I don't save any condensation for anybody.
Condescension.
Condescension.
Yes.
You know, mouth words and finger words, entirely different.
We're so okay. Some words we just can't say, but we know how to write them, and that's all that matters.
I know how to write them with the power of spell check. So, here we go. Which part did you guys just talk about? Oh, Kacey's like, will and determination. Y'all, this is a woman, and again, she has said this many a time on the internet streets, but like, I think we just need to marvel about it. Like, she found Anne McCaffrey's Pern at a very impressionable at a good time. I was trying to make an impression pun and it just got away from me. But like at this amazing time in her life, and then was like, well, damn, I can't be a dragon rider. This is some BS. I guess I'll go fly in the Air Force. Like, just okay. She's such an ass kicker. It's pretty amazing. I'm trying to think if there are like secrets that I feel like I can share to the internet streets about Kacey.
Pretty secrets. Circle of trust.
Yeah, don't tell her I told you. You gotta think of a good one. I'm gonna think about that. Could I have thought about it in the several days since we announced this? Yes. But isn't it more fun to watch my thought process on the internet?
I
don't know. Yes.
About Dragon Riders of Pern too.
Yeah. So look, here's the thing. I love this. Sorry, Daniel. I'm just going to here's the thing all over this place. The power of friendship. Like, so you hear pretty consistently that writing is very lonely. And thanks to the people in my writing life and in my life, I have never found it to be lonely. And I have had so many more opportunities and inspiration and determination to get shit done because of these people in my life. Like Kacey and Marisa, fucking it's 13 minutes. First amongst equals here. Like the nonsense that we get up to, I don't know that I could do this at the level that I do it without these yahoos.
Fully agree. And we were talking about this earlier. We were talking about this yesterday too. Like, we are so damn lucky with the people that we have in our lives right now. Like, we have a ride or die with you and with Kacey. We have Nick being the irritating yet lovable asshole. He's
the little brother. He's my little brother in like every way except actual blood. Yes, because as he says, finally some respect. You got it. You picked that up. I appreciate it. And yes, Charlie, I agree. And it's also if you don't, because even as an introvert, you can make a circle of trusted friends. But I think there are people who don't get it right away, or it's not their entry point, and so you've got to find it. You've got to like force yourself to find it sometimes. Because I Melissa and I went to JordanCon a couple weekends ago, and I had the opportunity to do this workshop feedback thing for some up and coming awesome authors. And we asked at the beginning, like, have you done a workshop before? Like, what have been your experiences? And they both were like, yes.
Yeah.
And one was like, I mean, I guess we can count it, but it's pretty toxic. And I was like, oh God, like it hurts my heart. So don't find people just to find people. You gotta find your people. Here's the secret. It's kind of my secret too, but I mean, I guess that's only fair. Kacey and I have talked a lot about how we might not have been as good friends as we are now if we met at a different time in our life.
Yes.
Right? Like sometimes you are not ready to have this circle. You need it, but you might not be ready because you're not ready to be open and vulnerable in the way you need to be, or you don't believe you deserve it yet, and that's really hard. So that is my secret for you. Kacey and I are real pleased with the way our life paths went, and so that we met when we met, and we've talked about this with Melissa too. But just like I was pretty great when I was younger, but I wasn't this kind of mess. So like my messy parts might not have met with my friends' messy parts.
We definitely talked about this. Like Kacey and I, we bounced off of each other for so many years, and it wasn't that we didn't click, because we always thought the other was great, and we had fun hanging out, but we were both active duty stationed in completely different parts of the world. So we would see each other at Dragon Con once a year, and then there were a number of years where I wasn't part of the community at all because of kids and life changes. And then when we rebounded back together again, everything just clicked this time.
Yeah.
So, and agreed with Nick, like when we were younger, we would not have been besties, but we are now.
Because I was looking at this one from Nick, like we went to Jordan Con without you. We are always trying to get you to go to cons. So I'm not sure where we abandoned you, but you probably deserved it. But here we are. And then
Charlie.
Let me tell you guys, Charlie Cox, her first solo novel just came out this week on Sunday. It is, I know it's Fae Wars, and it's got a really cool cover with Sasquatch on it. What is the title?
Northwest Passage?
Charlie, tell us something. I can picture it. It's beautiful. And I have gotten to write a little bit with Charlie, and I've gotten to see a fair amount of Charlie's writing, and she is a ball. Like there's a reason this dropped under 4,000 in the Kindle store. It's real good. You should go check it out. Northwest Front.
I was close. I was so close. Thank you, Charlie.
I was like, it's got Sasquatch on the cover. It's got Charlie on the cover. It's got cool woman on the cover. Sasquatch's got a gun. Anyway, it's very cool. You should go check it out immediately. And we talk a lot about Charlie behind her back about how great she is and how much we love her. So
we do.
Now we have done this also on the front page of the internet. Like, yes, agreed. Look at Nick.
Oh.
So yes, Howard with a relevant question. Thanks, Howard, for keeping us on track.
Nice. Nicely done.
Ladies. Yes, what a great call. So Kacey started pretty strongly in Mill Sci-Fi, as did I, because I was following her. Because she's a helicopter pilot. So people kept reaching out and they're like, hey, can you help me do helicopters? Hey, can you write your own story about helicopters? Hey, can you write this other story about aviators? Hey, can you also do this thing? Because it is real nice when somebody's writing Mill Sci-Fi with a military background. Not every civilian, it's fine. Not every civilian is as research-based and thoughtful and awesome as a David Weber, who didn't serve but writes incredibly realistic military characters. So yeah, Kacey got a lot of those opportunities, and she was thrilled to take them. But this isn't a secret because I've heard her say it on several podcasts, but I will tell you here for free. She said this is one of those stories that would not leave her alone. It was like the exact story she wanted to read, and nobody had written it yet because it's her story. And so she wrote it, and she's joked about being genre fluid before. I think we both stole that from her. So you were going to find her in all corners of the internet, but this is definitely a really great passion project of hers. So she has written a lot of sci-fi, but this isn't her only fantasy. And there are probably more books coming in this world. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Strong possibility considering the fact that we've already read snippets and we are quite smug about it. And by snippets, I mean we're getting to read it as she's writing it.
Yeah. Literary edging, for sure. And you are so right. We're gossiping. This is what we're doing here. We're talking.
Cackling.
We're very cackling. We're talking about our friend. She's not here to defend herself. Mostly I sent a note to a chat that we're in with some other ladies. And I was like, yeah, let me know if you want like to share some gossip that we should share. Not you, Kacey. You just got to sit there and listen to your friends being nice about you.
And cackle.
Yes. I mean, she gets that for free all the time.
She does. She really does.
Yes.
So
I love this. Oh, Howard. Welcome.
Come be feral for fantasy with us.
I mean, it is the summer of feral fantasy, so you know. I am really excited, Howard. I hope you enjoy the heck out of everything. And see, you just gotta condescend to Nick one time, apparently, and now he's like full of truths here. Right. Charlie rocks. You're right. Write the book you've always dreamed of reading. Absolutely. And agreed. Magelight is amazing. All right. Well, we're almost at the halfway point. Should we talk about Magelight?
We should. So this book that I don't have in my hands that Marisa's going to hold up for me, that book right there, I am the target audience of this book. Like Kacey full up wrote it for herself, right? Write the book that you want to read.
Yes.
But I'm the target audience and you're welcome for sharing it with you, world, because
everyone deserves to read this.
That book had my perfect balance of fantasy and action and adventure and romance and the angst and the bantering and the character growth. Chef's kiss all around. Sexiest drink of water scene. If you know, you know.
You will know if you buy it.
You will know. I love how she managed to perfectly balance the characters. You have Alice, who has been struggling her whole life against this constant just battering of you're not strong enough, you're not good enough, you're not enough. And then she stops believing it and happens to run into 3 incredibly dangerous, competent, hot men. And all 3 of those men are very distinct characters. Oh no, I am so sad. Also Team Phil, because morally gray hero for the win.
It's pretty great. So yeah, buddy. That's where we are right here.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. It's because I said he was actually telling good things. I take it back. So let's enjoy this Sam Kennedy cover, which, if you remember my like full year of squealing in 2024, he did the Beyond Enemies cover. He did all of Kacey's Ashes of Entusia books. He's done other things that are amazing. Oh, the latest book with Tom Kratman and Justin Watson, Romanoff Rising. He did that one. Oh my God, so good. So he is amazing. The details on this mother, like, so here's Alice. As I touch your boobs on the internet, you're welcome.
They are pretty great.
I mean, good for her, you know.
Good job, Sam.
I can't be serious. Okay. So then you've got here's the 3 dudes. They're all there. You've got, you know, not exactly a D&D party. Upstream Reviews pointed this out in their recent very positive review of Magelight. It's like a D&D party without a bard, because you've got your caster, you've got your barbarian. He's a fighter. He was a gladiator.
Sparkly pecs, if you've seen Heather Hollow's video.
I mean, eyebrows. That was the best part of that. Oh my God, that reel was amazing. You've got a ranger forester character, and then he's up here. And then you've got your knife in the dark, your morally gray
Ex-assassin.
Dude. Oh my God. And there's also like, when you get the book like up close, like, where are my lights? I don't know. Look at my fingers. I'm sorry. There's Catholic. There's so much going on in this cover. I love it so much. The colors all reference things. One of my favorite scenes in the book. I also enjoyed the sexy drink of water. It was very sexy, but I love lore and I love loot. And there is a scene in this book, without spoilers, that hits both in a way that I was like, oh my God, it's happening. Like, oh my God, I love everything. It's so good.
That's a good scene.
Oh my God, it's so good. And the other thing, here's the thing. Here's all the things. If you are somebody who really enjoys the relationships of a story, like the interactions between the characters, the growth and development, like Melissa said about Alice and all the gentlemen, you will love this. There's a lot of tension. There's a little yearning. There is a bond that makes sense of the why choose situation, but also, and this isn't giving anything away either, you are throughout the whole book, the characters are grappling with the implications of that bond. And, they're not like going on for pages and pages with a treatise on free will, but there is a real concern about, do you really want this? Or is it just something that happened to us? And how can we untangle that together? And the stakes relationship wise and world wise are phenomenal. If you're somebody who is like, yeah, cool relationships, that's fine, I just want to see stuff get stabbed, this happens quite a bit. It is a very action heavy book.
Not a euphemism.
No, there is no figurative stabbing on the page, or figurative stabbing off the page.
Just the action adventure-y kind.
Just speaking of how amazing Charlie Cox is, just the actual stabby stabs are happening. The violence is incredibly well done. The action is incredibly well done. The tension and the stakes of both the relationships, but then the also like action adventure stuff is happening. So there's a lot of discourse on the internet streets, not these internet streets, but others, about like, oh, this book's for boys. Oh, this book's for girls. This is a great book. If you like great books, you're going to want to get this book. So just want to be clear about that. Oh, yes. See? Boom. Thank you, Howard. Clutch.
Great.
Not the target audience, but still very enjoyable. That's what I'm talking about. 3 men for 1 read. I would like to repeat, why choose? I love it. Okay. That's all.
Nick is very firmly Team Romick, okay? Yeah. Like Romick is like the ex-gladiator character, and Kacey did a fantastic job of writing his, not just his character itself, but like the growth that he is going through, because he's no longer a gladiator, he's no longer a mercenary, and he's grappling with the free will aspect more than some of the others, I think.
Yeah.
And it's really cool watching that develop.
It's a really good point. I really like Romick too, Charlie. That's such a good point. And that's to Melissa's point, like these 3 dudes, they are all incredibly good at what they do. Much like Wolverine. They are best at what they do.
Oh, you're 90.
And all 3 of them aren't doing that thing anymore. Those skills translate into their new life, but Romick is no longer a gladiator, and Dane is no longer a forester, and Vil is sort of no longer an assassin. I mean, some skills and talents, you just keep with you, but they really do. So also, good looking out. Thank you. Yes, if you're new here, or if you just haven't liked before, but you're enjoying our chaos, please go ahead and subscribe. We do one of these about every other week. Sometimes they're here, sometimes they're Kacey's channel, sometimes they're somewhere, I don't know. Ether happens. But yes, read the book. Fully agree. It's great balance.
It is.
And yes, Nick, I feel like you're trying to make the euphemism, but it's fine. It's fine.
Oh.
And yes, I love you. So yes, romance. I mean, so we've talked about this before. We did a whole romantasy episode where we talked about like romantasy. The central concern is will the main people get together, and or will the relationship last? A fantasy romance is very heavily fantasy, where romance is a very strong subplot. Then you've got fantasy with a bit of romance in it. And then you've got
subplot that's not as strong, right?
Yeah. And then you've got fantasy, in which like people are people, so there might be some romance in there, but it's not the point or the focus. And so I would say of the 3, the three of our books, I'm just assuming you know what I'm talking about, our three feral fantasy entries. Thank you. Well, you and I share a brain cell, so what are we going to do? Yikes. It's fine. We're doing great. Sorry. I keep forgetting I'm in charge of comments. It's going great.
Not me.
Not you. I know it's me. It's usually true. Kacey's is more of a fantasy romance in which the relationships really matter. They aren't the plot of the book, but it is a very key critical subplot. We'll talk a little bit at the end about Rise from Ruin and A Plague of Magic and Black Tie and Tails and Black Tails and Tie and Blood and Fate, which are Bane's Summer of Feral Fantasy. And we've already talked about Northwest Front, which is one of our indie friends, feral fantasy for this early summer with Charlie Cox. So Kacey's probably most heavily fantasy romance, to Nick's point. Melissa's is solidly fantasy, military fantasy, with a romantic subplot-ish, but it's very slow burn. And so if you're somebody who's like, ugh, romance, you could pretty much ignore it if you want to. And just sometimes people bone, but it's all off stage because it's war, you guys. So sometimes people are gonna bone.
What are you gonna do if you? I mean, you're gonna drink and you're gonna fuck.
Those things happen in that book, but not on screen. The drinking, totally on screen.
Totally.
And then and I'm hanging onto my thread of consciousness by a hair here, a thread, if you will. And then A Plague of Magic is heavily fantasy with a very hint of past romance. So, which is a very long way to talk about what Nick said, but Nick had a good point again, and we can't let it go to his head. But fully agree with Howard. The whole way it played out, because again, it wasn't pages and pages of lecture about fate and bonding and magic and free will. It just was a thing they were concerned with throughout. Was pretty great.
Yeah.
And hell yeah, she's a great interviewer.
So excited to talk to you too.
Both. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Okay, Melissa, I talked a bunch. Are there any comments you want me to pull out, or
we're gonna ignore Nick's next comments because he's wrong, but where Nick's totally wrong, we're ignoring that.
I mean, Bill is a little bit of a douche, but in a hot way.
Sorry, I mean, that's totally hot. It's fine.
It's very hot.
But he is not wrong. Kacey did an amazing job rounding out all the characters. Oh, that is an excellent point. Okay, so being able to write your characters so well that you can remove all of the dialogue tags and indicators of who is speaking, and the reader still knows who said what. That is a developed skill, and Kacey is excellent at it.
Yes.
They are so, we talk about this a lot, how we have the voices in our head, the characters are real to us as authors. Yeah. But to be able to translate that onto the page so they're real to the reader, that takes skill and practice and time to develop that. And Kacey is chef's kiss. She's amazing at it.
Yeah, fully agree. Literally always, you're the best. And yeah, there is a lot of that in there. There's some post-apocalyptic, just me in comments, we're doing great. There's some post-apocalyptic military fantasy, after the end of the world type stuff, maybe.
I don't know about the noir part, but everything else, yeah.
There's some. Not only good things happen. There's some flavor. But yeah, fair. I'm sure this was during one of our innuendos. In your endos.
Yes, you do.
Howard. She is fantastic. Just flat out, full stop. Also, oh my God.
No notes.
Okay. Yeah, no notes. 10 times my notes.
Ask or find one of our other episodes to find out about the Great LibertyCon duckening that Charlie and Travis, her husband, are responsible for, because that is one of the best things that has ever happened to me as an author.
Oh my God, amazing. Ooh, that's what we should talk about while we're here without Kacey. What should people what should be a signal for Magelight? Like we got dogs. We got dogs. Shut up, Nick. We got it's the cute little paw prints. Maybe it's a raccoon. Nick, you ever think of that?
Right?
Ducks and or bunnies for Melissa because of Salvage Bunny. And then also Ducky in Companion in Chains, which if you have not read, you should. If only to get the duck joke, but also
You
for
have to understand the ducks.
the science mindfuckery of it all. What would be, were we to prank Kacey, which we are not going to do because we're talking about the internet. What would it be? What would the thing be?
Hot dudes? No, wait.
Do not bring Kacey hot dudes. She has her own. She will tell
Happily
you.
married, boringly monogamous.
That is true for all the feral ladies. We are not feral in that way. Yeah. No, don't. I mean, none of us are blind. I mean, you can walk by, I guess, but don't.
We have eyeballs. They work.
I mean, mine mostly work. They work with a lot of assistance, but it's fine. On their own, they're actually very, very non-functional.
As you can see, guys, we do so great when Kacey's not here. So on track.
We do this when she is here. This is not. We cannot.
She facilitates. Or worse.
No, that is a lie. That is a lie. She's a very organized person in real life, but on feral ladies, absolutely not.
Oh no, I'm saying we're worse with all three of us.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm like, she's amazing and she will absolutely control the situation. But in feral ladies, we were all just like squirrel or rabbit opossum, if you know. Oh, damn it. This one.
Oh, actually. I mean, Magelight is kind of the whole like that's her whole thing. A-list. Yeah. A-list's thing is the Magelight. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea, Nick. If you are not familiar with HB Hollow / Edie Sky, please fix your life immediately. You should be. She's amazing. Edie Sky, smutty, still really good stories, also very funny. HB Hollow, funny, very good stories, no smut. Same person. So HP Hollow just interviewed Kacey on Monday of this week. And I guarantee you, if you Google HP Hollow Kacey Ezell Magelight, it will come right up. But I was watching the interview and I was very excited and I was paying attention because they're very fun, et cetera, et cetera. However, Heather had these amazing lights on her wall and that was all I could do. And I didn't put it in the chat because I didn't want to derail things, but I for sure put it in like a direct message chat. And I was like, what are these? We want them, precious. We need them, precious. What are they? So people should bring those to Kacey, and then if she doesn't want them, she should give them to me. Okay, thank you, the end.
Ooh, you know how, like, so my kids have brought home, like, these, like, they're like these cheap toys they'll get at school. Yeah. But they've got LED lights and the squishy ball, and they, like, flash. Yes, we should absolutely do this.
People.
Make this happen.
People. Bring fun light up toys. Not sketchy ones. No sketchy ones. No. But fun. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Can you imagine if she like comes back and like her seat is just flashing? There's like just a circle. It's like instead of the Valentine's Day rose petals, it's just like flashy, squishy lights.
Well, and a lot of these bounce. So there was the flying rubber duck incident that landed in front of me and squeaked. And we could do this with oh my God. All right. We do have to be careful. No breaking the hotel rules or getting anybody like Brandy in trouble, but let's make this happen.
Squishy lights. Oh my God, I love this. Amazing. I'm going to not go immediately Google those. I'm going to stay focused because we are still live, turns out. Because I was like, oh, I have a whole other screen. I can go do it. No, I can't. That's fine. Melissa is not going to look at her phone. Nick, she is working. We are very professional right now.
Totally professional. Serious podcasting people.
That's right. I can't. Why do we try? I don't know. I'm sorry. Go ahead and look at your phone. I will just say, go if you want, or don't. I don't.
Nick, you go look it up for me. I'm delegating. Also, it was your idea. It's brilliant. It's such a great idea. Thank you so much. If you could look that up for us, that would be amazing.
I love that we keep saying. A squishy light up thing ball. And Nick's like, again, it is a light orb. Like, all right, man. It can have
Don't be precious.
It can have a government name if it wants to. God.
Nick did. Oh, that's why I said look at my phone. He said one. Okay, that makes more sense.
We're doing the best. Thank you for going down that thought experiment with me. That was amazing. Please do not bring Kacey rabbit opossums, only light orbs.
Also bring me more ducks. Those are amazing and I love them so much.
Yeah.
And maybe some tiny little angry dragons for Marisa.
I would like swords.
Oh, well, that's a given. Anybody that wants to give us a sword.
Have you guys seen them?
Yes.
Like, just what? It's so beautiful.
It is so cool.
That's fine. But yes, tiny dragons. Sure. Also stabby things. Thank you so much.
Stabs. Mm-hmm.
Not to stab me, please. No violence. Just bring me the things.
I did threaten to stab somebody at LibertyCon last year when they threatened to steal your pizza. So I'm pretty proud of that one.
You guys, Melissa has many people fooled because she is so sweet and bouncy and people think she's so innocent. Although the like, did we just become best friends moment was when she said savage anal on a panel. And then I already heard about it like 3 seconds afterwards. And so the next time I saw her, I was like, I heard you. She's like, yup, I did. And I was like, fucking love you. She's amazing. But she fools people. People think she is so sweet and so nice. And she is, but also 2 quick stories. One, LibertyCon last year, I don't think I'd eaten all day. Something crazy happened and there was pizza and Melissa was guarding it. And somebody was like, ooh, pizza, because it's a con and you see pizza and people are hungry. And Melissa, perfectly straight-faced, potentially with like a very small, sweet smile, was like, if you touch that pizza, I'll stab you. And fully meant it.
Mm-hmm. I was done.
Feed my friend.
To these 3 lovely gentlemen, they were perfectly great. They thought it was a friend of ours pizza, and they were friends of his as well. So they thought they were they didn't realize they were messing with Marisa. But I full up made a man twice my size step back because he's like, oh
shit, that's real. Yeah.
You had some steel in your eyes there. I'm like, I meant it.
And in my hands. So no, thank you. Yeah. Melissa also is, so like, I take up some space. I am not a delicate girl. I mean, I'm no longer like fighting shape black belt like I once was, but like, I'm solid chunk. Melissa, you would think, she's just little tiny. Melissa at DragonCon, when again, I had a just jacked up foot, so I'm like staggering around in my freaking boot at DragonCon. And DragonCon is enormous. You walk a lot. Some dude came like this close to stepping on me, and Melissa immediately was like, not on my watch, and like full on body checked that man. And he was tall, broad, like he was not a small dude. And he went like, he didn't go flying, but he did go several feet to the side.
100% true.
Like, yeah, this is fully true. And he like turned around because a small redhead has just like full on body checked him on the streets of DragonCon. And she was like, my friend has a broken foot. Please be careful. And he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So Melissa is the sort of person who can threaten to stab you and or fully body check you, and you will thank her and apologize. That's all. So anyway, I love you too. I mean, she does these things in defense of others. So the right call, Charlie. I'm very glad. I think that was the Nick Melissa thing, which is always a delight. Wait, you have a light orb? I have questions. I don't have questions. I have no follow-up questions. Oh, okay. Well, you answered.
Dragon Ball. There we go. That makes sense.
Girl, yes, you're amazing. And Nick did, in fact, give us all dragons. Mine is actually in reach right now because it lives on my chainmail lanyard for cons. He did. Bring me more dragons. I'm greedy. Melissa, how many dragons are in reach right now? Would you like to make a guess?
Let's say, I would say at least 5. Not to mention, Marisa is also a dragon. She has a literal horde behind her, guarded by Susan the peacock.
2, 3. Oh, hold on. 4. Look at my fat dragon.
She's so chunky.
5. This one was made by the fabulous Joy Wandry.
She's so great.
And technically there's 6, but if I lean to get it, I will like get way too close to the camera, so I'm not gonna.
What I heard is I won.
I think you did. Yeah, good job. Good job. Now I have to put them all back.
But I feel like we could also count Marisa as a dragon because she has a hoard and she collects shiny rocks. And when I went and got to visit her, I literally sat on her floor with her and we looked at her hoard of shiny rocks. And I was so delated. And one day, we will take a trip and we will go collect shiny rocks and shells in Charleston.
7. There's another one. That's pretty.
So pretty.
Heck yes, we will. Also, yeah, you guys, a very nice gentleman brought me rocks, gave me rocks at Jordan Con. So if you don't want to bring me a tiny dragon, which I mean, you should, you could bring me rocks. We could trade rocks. Not this one. I love this one. But I sent Melissa home with rocks. There was a reason I made her go through the hoard, and it was to send rocks home for her, but her children.
So again, this is a bit of a story, and I know we've told this at least once about the rocks and my children. So
sorry, people hearing from Melissa. Oh no, I'm in danger. Yeah.
So I called Marisa, like, you know, sometimes with adults, with kids, I call them Mr. or Miss or whatever. But this is Aunt Marisa and Aunt Kacey, Uncle Nick, Uncle Jason. Like, you know, there are certain friends that get upgraded intentionally or not to Aunt and Uncle.
Yeah.
So I was telling my daughter, like, hey, your Aunt Marisa, blah, blah, blah. And she just stopped me. She's like, she's not really my aunt. And I'm like, she's sending back a box of shiny rocks for you. She's like, oh, Auntie Marisa. This kid didn't miss a beat.
Not like, no hesitation. I love her. This is why she's my niece. That's clever as heck. And I love it. I'm just finding more and more dragons. So there's also one, I bought my first set of my own dice.
At Jordan Con.
And I don't know if you can see, but there is a tiny dragon.
So cute.
Anyways, a tiny dragon in my giant die. Also, I love
Nick, 33 dragons.
Nick is still counting. I love it, Nick. I love it so much. If most of my stuff weren't still in storage, the number would be much higher. This is like post living in an RV. That's an absurdly high number of dragons for having lived in an RV for 4 years. It's fine.
I've just moved into my office / prior kids room / puppy room. So at some point I will have shelves behind me with dragons and
griffins, maybe. Weird. So interesting. What could that be?
So weird.
Yes, agreed. Okay. So now I'm just gonna like play with my rock for the rest of the time. Not a euphemism. So
no.
Okay, if you guys have any questions that the not author of Magelight could answer, please go ahead and put them in the chat. We will give maybe right, maybe wrong answers because of who we are as people. No, there are no guarantees. truth or lies. This isn't one of those like one of us always tells the truth and one of us always lies. It's really just how does the mood take us?
Chaotic
in the moment. So we have mentioned a couple of times the Bane Summer of Feral Fantasy.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about your book because it comes out next, or do you want me to talk about your book and you talk about my book?
That one. That's fine.
Okay.
So
I have a prep for this one too. So I actually prepared this time. I'm really proud of you.
I will hold my griffin.
So if you love fancy chickens, these are really our fancy chickens, but yes. It's a good start, Nick. Okay. Have you ever been literally ruined by a book? Either way, no answer is wrong. If yes, get ready. If no, get ready. So
oh my god, that cackle was amazing. That was a new cackle.
It's on the dragons. Okay. When I was a little girl, I read Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern, and it literally ruined me. I was chasing that high for still to this day, right? This book is one of my favorite books of all time. Not of, oh, Melissa Olthoff's books. Yeah, this one's probably my favorite. Not like, oh, like the books, the 8,000 books I've read in the last year or so. This is one of my favorite fucking books. Fucking favorite? I don't know. You put that adjective in wherever you want. This is the story of a girl who had her life all planned out, and she was doing a great job of hitting those goals. She had everything she wanted in reach. She was going to be a dragon rider, and she had worked real hard to do it, and she had been very successful, in part thanks to the power of friendship. However, because her power of friendship involves 3 morons, they pull a prank at the exact wrong or right moment, and now suddenly Harper, this sexy lady right here, is a griffin rider. So instead of providing aerial support, being kind of a corpsman situation, jumping in, saving people, healing people, she's not aerial support anymore. Because griffins are sneaky. So she's intel. She's a scout. She's out there on the ground. But before that, she has to adjust when everything she ever planned for has been entirely changed. But also, she has soul bonded this griffin, and he is sneaky. I can't say that enough. You need to know. You won't be ready for how sneaky he is. He is hilarious. He is brave. He is ridiculous. And he is just incredible, and the other half of her soul. So she can't be sad, but her life has been turned upside down. And oh, by the way, she's at a military academy, and also the war is heating up. So she doesn't have like a lot of time to process. This book, if it doesn't make you laugh, cry, and want to curse at her in all capitals, you and I probably can't be friends, because I did all of those things multiple times.
There was a lot of yelling.
I read it a second time and I still cursed at her because I still cried. Without a pun, this book will ruin you and you will be grateful for it. The end.
My face is so red. You are so wonderful.
Join me in my cackling, friends. Seriously, ruin yourself and want better for the world. Ruin yourself and want a griffin. Do it. My friends are so talented. You will not go wrong. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the end.
Okay. So, speaking of talented bitches.
Hold on. I apparently sounded like a Wicked Witch on helium. That was much lower. No, that'd be like, that'd be way higher. Nick, get it together. The eARC is available now. Also, I failed. Sorry. eARC is available right now. Right. This comes out in June from Baen. People who were at JordanCon got to buy it early. Go to cons if you can. So there are now like 20 people out in the world that have it, but I read it first. You hear that, Jason? Okay.
So I love that Marisa and Jason Cordova, our awesome friend and newly promoted uncle to my children, as one does, are fighting over who read it first, and I'm just sitting back going, popcorn.
We're not fighting. It was me. I have receipts. Has Jason produced receipts? No, because he claims he called her. Bullshit. All right, carry on.
So speaking of talented bitches, this bitch right here. So not only does she, and I wish stand by.
Oh. Should we gossip about Melissa while she's gone? She's pretty great. Ah, shit, she's back.
I don't have a physical prop, but I do have this awesome poster, which is amazing because we don't have physical copies of this awesome book yet. But I would like to point out to people that not only did I get to read this first, all the smug, I got to read it while she was writing it. And this talented, crazy ass woman wrote this 150,000 word chonker in 5 weeks.
In my defense, it marinated in my brain for like 4 years.
It did. Okay. This is one of those stories, just like Kacey's, where it would not leave Marisa alone. And other projects had to take priority. But then when she had the chance to write this, she ran with it. So what is it about? This little tagline is one of all of our favorites. Marisa, do you want me to read it or would you like to say it?
I love it. You do it.
A big score, a little dragon, and a whole lot of trouble. So this awesomeness is about Seema, who is a recovering street rat thief scavenger with this group of amazing found family like friends, like people that she loves dearly. And guys, I need you to remember that she loves them dearly.
Why are you like this?
In this world, and guys, if you watch Netflix's Arcane, it gave me some serious Arcane vibes in which things aren't all shiny and perfect. And when things aren't all shiny and perfect and you happen to get eaten by a house and discover what looks like the treasure of a lifetime, what are you going to do? You're going to go, oh, heck yes, I'm going to share this with my friends and we're going to have a compound of awesome and we are going to live the life we always dreamed of. And it's everything I ever wanted. And it's going to be glorious and amazing. And oh my God, what the heck is happening? See, in Seema's world, this one is also a little post-apocalyptic, only magic caused this horrible cataclysm. And magic is now outlawed by the, totally beneficial government. They're here to help you guys. They're here to help you. So magic is outlawed, and not entirely for bad reasons, because sometimes magic does terrible things, like no spoilery type things, but makes your first reader cry a lot because you are talented. So poor Seema, she has to deal with some serious consequences to what she thought was the key to Easy Street. And one of those consequences involves a very tiny, very angry dragon. And this is one of the ways where Marisa is so freaking talented, because it is very easy to fall into that trap of, oh, no, I am on Seema's side. She is the main character. She has never done anything wrong in her life. No, she makes you, and by she, I mean Marisa, makes you see it from several different characters' perspectives, and you go, oh yeah, they're right. Oh yeah, they're right too. Oh, they're all kind of right. And I could see why they all feel the way that they feel. And then Seema is gonna have to figure out how to unfuck what she did.
It gets real fun.
Right? And it's not just personal consequences, it's not just immediate consequences. This is world-ending consequences that she is going to have to resolve, not just with her tiny angry dragon, but with a enemy to colleague situation. And pretty sure the dude looks like Henry Cavill, and I'm not sad about it at all. It's great. Everybody's hot because that's just what we do. Yeah. And y'all, the gore. You didn't think I was going to segue into the hottest scene I have ever read that made Griffin Barber fan his face in Lady. This is one of those side characters that pops into a writer's brain and goes, you thought I was going to be just a little line? No, this is a whole ass character that has become intrinsic to the story. So Marisa has created something that has depth and world building, and it takes you at this street level view in book 1, and it grows it just enough to make you want to know more. I want to see the rest of this world, and I know a lot of it because Smug. This is the face of Smug. It's so good. It is so good. I have read it 3 times now.
Oh my gosh, you have.
And I was not sad about any of those times. And somehow, the first time I was like, holy crap, this is so freaking good. The second time I was like, how is this better? The secret is Griffin. He is an amazing, amazing editor. And holy crap, elevates stories, right? And then I read it the third time, I'm like, bitch, how the fuck did you make it even better?
I love you so much.
So the moral of the story, kids, is that all 3 of us are like, we're we're pretty good at what we do, right? But we work together and we make each other better because the power of friendship. And then we have been incredibly lucky to have editors like Griffin, who an okay editor can help you like get rid of the typos. An amazing editor like Griffin will elevate the story to the next level, and that's what Bane is really good at. And Toni Weisskopf herself like edited Magelight, and she provided edits for Griffins, and it's just, and by Griffins I mean Rise from Ruin, which gets a little confusing when we have Griffin and Griffins and the Griffining.
The Griffining, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah.
So, moral of the story: power of friendship, lots of caffeine, possibly exasperated husbands, and amazing fucking stories that are going to live rent-free in your head forever. The end. Forever.
So, while we have full reign, go get Kacey's Magelight. You will not be sorry. You heard dudes vouched for it, ladies have vouched for it. It's for everybody. Check it out.
Nick Steverson said the men were great, and Nick's not really a big romance dude, but he read this. He was one of Kacey's first readers. I am ignoring that because you're not allowed to disappear. I will hunt you down and beat you with a wiffle ball bat.
But he might not be in the chat right now, so we can say nice things and then not tell him that we said nice things.
Pretty sure he's still listening.
Damn it. All right. He's pretty great. We're going to keep him.
We are.
This is some nonsense, but
it is nonsense.
Don't tell him that we said that. Okay. I mean, you can tell him we said it was nonsense. That's fine.
Yes.
Don't tell me we said it was great. Okay.
But he did also get to read Magelight first because Kacey specifically wanted the perspective of a male reader to make sure that she got the male characters right. And 3 different, right?
No, he was third.
He was third? Oh, yeah, he was a first reader. There were 3 male characters. I don't know.
Yeah, he was in there.
It's not first. Will there be no math?
That's fair. That's fair. No time math. It's all made up. Yeah. Magelight is available right now. Rise from Ruin comes out in June. A Plague of Magic comes out in September, but there's a rumor that there might be some physical copies at DragonCon. So if you're going to DragonCon,
one of them is mine. Sorry, folks. One of them is
mine. And there are also 2 other Bane Feral Fantasy books coming out this year. There is A.C. Haskins' Blood and Fate, which is urban fantasy and basically what happens when a 200-year-old gentleman gets out of the bottle and more involved in the world around him.
Also, it's not Harry Dresden, but it's kind of like if Harry Dresden knew how guns worked.
And was very alcoholic, but climbed out of that bottle. Yeah. And then there is Wen Spencer's Black Tie and Tails, because there are were-penguins in it. It is a YA appropriate story with Wen Spencer's trademark wicked humor. And there's were-penguins, you guys. Also the penguins. I am so excited about that one. It is book 2 in her Werewolves of Boston. Black Wolves. I keep doing this. Black Wolves of Boston.
That's because we keep thinking Werewolves of London.
And trying to say Werewolves of London, but they're in Boston, which is like 20 minutes. It's like an hour for me. I don't know how time works.
It's not a bad connotation, though, because it's a great song.
Yeah. Yes. Speaking of other feral summer shenanigans, Mel Todd has an epic fantasy coming out, so stay tuned for that one. Shami Stovall has more frickin' amazingness coming out of her insanely talented brain. Heather Hollow
book and her Chronicles come out. 24-Hour Warlock. It's doing amazing.
Of course it is, because she's amazing. Charlie Cox had the Northwest Front come out this week, along with Magelight that came out this week. There's so much good fantasy out there that really the only question is, are you feral for fantasy?
Do you want to be?
All right, bye. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. You did it for Straight Face. Yay.